Hey y'all, this is Mike with the Triple S School back again. I want to thank y'all for joining in on the second part of this. I'm kind of new to all this and we're kind of working out all the bugs. This is actually our first video and right now we're just using a regular camera. I'm actually looking at some video cameras, so the next video that I upload should be off of a regular camera, and we won't have to divide it up like this. So anyways, let's get back to where we were. We were at the food. We'll put all the food here to the side. Let's start talking about this. I just keep a little coffee and stuff on hand. This is just, when it's cold, I keep my little coffee kit together, brew kit, whatever you want to call it. You know, I guess spruce needles and water is okay if you want to boil that and drink that, but air fresheners aren't the best to drink in my opinion. Now, if I don't have anything, absolutely, I'll eat or drink most anything. My wife can attest to that. I'm not quite as tough as Bear Grylls, but I can eat and drink most anything. But besides that, so I keep my coffee, my creamer on hand. I keep ways to procure my food. This is a little thing that I designed. I call it my hillbilly fishing rig. Basically, it's just a couple of pieces of PVC pipe. I put this coupling in the middle here so I could wrap my handle. I'd have a handle with paracord. I put an old piece of bicycle tube around to hold my hook and my line when not in use. It's all glued together so it won't come apart except for the cap. You can take the cap off, and I've got everything stored inside, a couple little bobbers or whatever. I've got a few containers full of stuff in here. I keep on hand, basically just anything that you can catch with this. I keep the right type of equipment. Basically, here's just a few beetle spins and some rooster tails, some spinners, things like that, extra baits for them. Right here we've just got a nice little assortment of hooks for smallmouth stuff, little any kind of little panfish, things you would catch in a survival situation. I mean, sure, everyone wants a great big 40-pound catfish or whatever, but truly in a survival situation, you're going to catch whatever's right there that you can get, especially on a reel like this. It's just handy. You don't have to make anything, and this is full of just different size little weights, sinkers, things like that. All removable split shots so that I can take the rig back apart when not in use or change it up as I need to. So I keep that on hand. I also keep this little gig right here. This is something, I know that you can always take a sapling and split it and make a little spear out of it, but just to be honest, I mean, this thing here weighs essentially nothing, and to have it on hand, I can just chop down a sapling, shave it down, stick it in here. I got the little bolt in here. I doubt I would ever use anything like that, but I do leave it in here just in case. I can always take it out, put it in, whatever. You can also bend this to make more aggressive style tines on there to hook bigger, larger things. You can catch snakes, birds, lizards, fish, just any kind of small rodent. I mean, squirrels, anything. You can make a spear, anything out of this. So that's why I keep it on hand. It's made a pretty heavy-duty steel. It's not a cheap one. It's one of the better ones. As far as I got the snare kit here. I keep a little snare kit on hand. It's just rolled up in here. I keep a little bank line and a little bit of braided spider wire in here with it also. And as you can see, I just got a ton of homemade snares in here. I've got some larger ones too that I really don't have in this bag. I've got bigger bags. I've got other bags, and if you come back and check out my channel, subscribe and come and look, I'll show you some of my larger bags and some of the larger kits and smaller kits that I have. So basically, we got a little snare kit here. I keep this little stove here on hand, and yes, I know you could always build a small fire and do the things you need to do, but if it's something as simple as boiling water, any small task, you may not want to produce smoke or give yourself away in a situation. You may just need to boil some water, make some coffee, or maybe just warm your hands or whatever. So I keep this little thing here on hand. It's just a simple little stove. You snap the little ring on there, put these together. It's real simple to use. You put it on here, you get the idea how this whole little thing here works. And then also too, if this runs out of fuel, you can come in the side right here and cut a little door in, cut it in two pieces and bend them up, and then you have a way you can stick twigs and things in here and you still have a usable stove, okay? And it's more like sort of like a little rocket stove sort of. So that's why I keep this particular style on hand. We do a lot of hiking and backpacking and stuff, so I have small ones like the MSR Pocket Rocket and the Primus and things like that, and I'll do reviews on all my stoves and stuff, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel and come back and check it all out. Here I've just got the little stainless steel kit. It's nice and lightweight. You can do whatever you need to out of it. except drink out of it. If the thing is hot, man, it will scald your lips. So that's why I keep this little plastic cup for my coffee and stuff, or in case I need to boil water. I just keep this thing. It's one of those things you can pick up like at the dollar store or something. It's got 7 little containers. I keep it full of spices, salt, pepper, steak seasoning, barbecue seasoning, things like that. Just things I like. Of course, I keep another little thing of matches in here. This is just to light the stove and stuff with, so I have to get my fire kit out for it. And a lighter as well. I love redundancy. 2 is 1, 1 is none type thing, especially when it comes to my survival kit. I keep an emergency can opener. You notice there are no cans in here, and I typically don't carry cans. But if I'm out somewhere and something does happen and I ever do come across a can, I do know multiple ways to open it, and I'll show you some trick ways to open them where you don't need can openers, knives, or anything else. You can open them with your bare hands. I'll show you ways to do that in other videos. But this is, this is good to have on hand, and it's larger than the old P38 style, so it's a little easier to use. I also keep some bouillon in here. In my larger bag, I keep a big bottle full of chicken and beef bouillon. This just makes anything a little better. If you got to take bugs and throw a few insects into here and boil them up, this will definitely help make it taste better. Stainless steel kit, drain top on it. It actually has little holes in the top. I don't know if you can see or not in the camera, but you can strain anything off in it or whatever. So this is a good little lightweight stainless steel heavy duty kit. That's what I keep in it. We'll move over. I keep a little first aid kit here. I know this is not very small, but it just has some basic stuff in it. I won't go over too much. Mostly just like trauma care, things to make things easy, poison ivy, stuff like, anti-itch, bug repellent stuff, things to take care of any wounds or something you might have, light duty stuff. This is basically just all kinds of salves and things like that you might need, burn treatment or whatever. I keep this quick clot. This stuff is good stuff, man. This is called Quick Seal Wound Care. Quick clot really is like, they got the granules and they got the spray stuff, man. This will stop bleeding like instantly. Okay, it works. It's just like super glue without as much pain. So it all works good. It's basically just, basic stuff for a first aid kit. I keep a couple of lights on hand. This is a super heavy duty Gerber light, and one thing I like about it is it runs on a AA battery, and it has a hollow handle, and it has, I keep another battery in it. So basically this thing runs 20 hours on one battery, so this is a 40-hour light. Now, one thing I haven't done that I intend to do is to put some cotton tinder in the bottom of this, because I feel like any way that you can start a fire, and the more ways that you have to start a fire, you're definitely going to be in better shape. And tinder is always the hardest thing to come about out in the open. I always have so many ferro rods and things like that on hand, so that's not a problem. But so always try to make use of all the space you have like that to keep tinder and things like that around. This is a simple little headlamp. I've got quite a few headlamps, and this is one of my favorites. This is a new one, obviously, but I've got one that I carried for years and years. It runs on low for like 30 hours on 3 AAA batteries, or 36 hours or something, at 25 lumens, and it has 104 lumens or something like that on high, and I think it runs about 6.5 hours. Like I said, 3 AAA batteries. I've got several other headlamps. I'll do a review in another video on the headlamps and why I chose this one for this bag. It's trusted, tried and true. I've carried one for years. It's super heavy duty. Insect repellent, I definitely keep a little bit of this on hand. Typically we use thermocells and things like that, but this is, if you're out, bugs are eating you up, man, it's painful. This little thing weighs nothing. It's super cheap, like $4, something like that. It's definitely worth the wait and the money. I keep a little diamond sharpener on hand. It's nothing major. I mean, it's not anything you would use at home to maintain all your tools at home, but what this is, it does keep an edge on my pocket knife, my side knife, and any of my other tools that need an edge. I keep it on hand all the time. It has a coarse and a fine, just exactly what I need out there in the field. So we're going over that. I keep my little mirror here. It's you got to stay looking your best out there. You never know when you're gonna meet some kind of primitive bush chick or something, so you definitely got to keep a mirror on hand. It also works good for signaling, if you're lost and you need to, but we'll go over that in another video also. A compass, just a standard U.S. military issue. Some of the map compasses and stuff, they're fine too, and I know they make good ones. Well, look here, this bag was set up to be heavy duty and self-sustaining for any length of time. So I tried to put heavy duty stuff in here, and that's why I chose the military issue compass, because you know it has a tritium in it. You know, at night you can still see where you're going or whatever. It's tried and true by our servicemen and everything, so you know it'll hold up well. And I trust it, and you can too. I've got candles here. Basically, you can keep warm. This helps you keep warm at any time. You can start a little, you know, in a car or anything, wrapped up in a blanket, a candle. It'll definitely raise the temperature, help you stay warm. You can just do a lot of different things with candles, see in the dark, just whatever you need to do. Start fires or whatever. Some hand warmers. This is something my wife loves. I put these here to try them out. I'll tell you about those in another video. I keep a little small repair kit. Basically just some duct tape, some things like that, a little repair kit, needles, threads, stuff like that, some zip ties and stuff. And I keep it all in this heavy duty bag. I know the bag's a little heavy, but that's just it. It's heavy duty, and it'll store all this stuff and it'll keep you where you're going. So basically that's the review of what I consider to be the ultimate bug out bag. I want to thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is Mike with the Triple S School, and we'll be back to you with some great videos and how to use this stuff and others too. So come back and see us. Thank you.